So we know beyond any doubt that mindfulness works, but most of us have tried it and ended up like this. And then decided it's not for us. Well, most people think that sitting down and meditating is about clearing your head, shutting down the brain. But it's actually not that at all, and it's so much more. Mindfulness is a quality of attention, is a way of paying attention. The official definition is paying complete attention on purpose to the present moment without judgment. What does that mean? So when we pay complete attention, we're using all 5 of our senses. What we're seeing, what we're hearing, what we're smelling, tasting, and what we're feeling in and on the body. We're doing that on purpose because our attention is constantly hijacked. And we can learn to direct our attention and we can get really good at it. And we're doing that in the present moment because if we take a snapshot of your thoughts at any moment, you're either rehashing the past or planning for the future. And perhaps this is the most difficult one, is doing it all without judgment, because we're constantly judging our experience. I like this, I don't like that. I want this, I don't want that. And then on top of that, we're judging the judging. I wish I liked this. Why don't I like that? Why don't I want this? I should want that. And oftentimes that's what gets people in meditation, because they're meditating and their mind wanders, which is normal, and then they judge that. They judge that as their mind being a monkey doing things it's not supposed to do, and then that frustrates them and they stop meditating. But the mind is in fact a monkey. The mind thinks, just like the lungs breathe, just like the heart beats. The mind thinks, and not everything it says is necessarily something we should hook onto. And when it comes to meditation, the idea of catching yourself when your mind is wandering and bringing yourself back to the present moment without judgment is meditation. It's the act of noticing that wandering and coming back without judgment. And if you can do that sitting down when nothing is happening, you can do that practicing mindfulness when everything is happening. When stressful situations hijack you, you can notice that and come back without judgment so you can deal with that stressful situation a little bit better and a little bit more easily. When you pay attention in this way, you're practicing mindfulness, whether you're sitting down, admiring a sunset, or even listening to a friend in need. And there's so many different mindfulness practices, some that resemble meditation called formal practices, and some that are about bringing that mindful quality of attention into your daily life that are called informal practices. And it's important to have a varied practice because different practices affect different areas in the brain. So I wanted you to have a clear action plan for what practice to use as you're recognizing the symptoms of burnout in your life. And we're gonna have some of these exercises today. So burnout has 3 dimensions. The first is emotional exhaustion, characterized by a disconnection from joy, where the things that used to make you feel happy don't make you feel happy anymore. The second dimension is high depersonalization, a disconnection from compassion. You feel cynical about your job and the people in it. The third dimension is lack of personal accomplishment, a disconnection from purpose, where you start to feel like your job is not rewarding. And burnout doesn't happen overnight. As you are going through the symptoms of burnout and they're going unnoticed and unresolved, it causes what's called negative emotional stacking. Every time a stack forms, it causes a load on the nervous system, and when this turns into a heavy pile, this leads to burnout.